up, here's a new way to study for those ACTs.
Two high school students in Barrington, a brother and a sister, are schooling the pros and their fellow classmates in how to win high scores on the ACTs.
Yeah, Marcus LaShock is here to tell us all.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, at some point in their lives, most teenagers face the ACT test. It's 36 possible points will decide where they go to college, which can determine what they do for the rest of their lives. No pressure. Two Barrington High School students have mastered the exam, and they're sharing their skills with their peers.
This is the first group. They are going to talk today about the Mormons. Go.
We're just normal kids. We like to hang out with friends, do different activities. If I'm on the computer, it's usually I have Facebook open or something. So.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that one too.
Brother and sister Rajiv and Silpa Raju are just two average students among 3,000 at Barrington High School. Like the rest of their peers with collegiate dreams, the Rajus had to face the American College Test, better known as the ACT.
It would get to the point where I was reading a sentence and it would say blah, 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 comma splice, and then I would just mark the right answer. So it became automatic almost.
Silpa scored a 33 on the English portion of the exam while in junior high school. She would take it again her freshman year at Barrington, this time earning a 35, one less than perfect. While insisting that sibling rivalry had nothing to do with it, her brother Rajiv wouldn't quit until he reached his ultimate goal.
I just took a junior year when it really mattered. I got a 35, and then I got a 36 when I took the state-mandated one, or I think it was the one in April.
So how rare is Rajiv's perfect score? The ACT says that students who score a 34, 35, or flawless 36 are among the top 1% of test takers in the country. John Ronconi and Heidi Rockwell are two of the Raju's teachers.
It shows the commitment that they have to their learning. Rajiv is driven, and he never stops wanting to learn, and I think it drives both kids.
It does. It's curious, it's creative, it's intelligent, it's thoughtful.
Sometimes he'll sit back and look at you, and you know he's thinking about something, and then he comes out with a question that just blows you away, and they're very deep.
Rajiv and his sister decided to utilize their skills to help others. They spent a few months writing and self-publishing their first book, Dissecting the ACT. It goes through the exam's free sample test, question by question, not focusing on how to get the correct answers, but why the answers are correct. The Rajus began selling the book online earlier this year for just $10 a copy.
I started to notice this disparity between opportunities of students. I saw some kids who really wanted to do well, but they didn't have that much money. I've always worked under a belief that if you're willing to work hard, you should be given the opportunity so that your hard work pays off.
We wanted to create an inexpensive resource for students to get quality test prep equivalent to anything that you could get for hundreds of dollars.
The Raju's book has been more successful than they could have imagined. It climbed all the way to #2 in its category on Amazon.com, outselling the biggest test prep companies in the world.
I couldn't even believe they were beating names like Barron's, Kaplan, these household test prep names.
The only book we were actually second to was the one published by the ACT Corporation itself, and that was really something.
The Rajus followed up with a second book, Dissecting the ACT 2.0, to take on the test's latest sample questions. As for the profits, the Rajus used all of their proceeds to buy an additional 1,000 copies, donating all of them to the Chicago Public Schools.
There are so many of those kids who just don't have the environment, they don't have the resources necessary to succeed. I mean, me and Silpa are fortunate to have the support and a wonderful school at Barrington High School to give us a great education. I mean, some kids just don't have that, even though they might be absolutely brilliant. And we just don't think that's very fair.
The feeling of helping someone is phenomenal. I know that's a cliche, but really, you have to experience it to know.
Yeah, that fits in. I mean, we just want to give as many opportunities as possible.
All right, Dissecting the ACT 2.0 is available online at Amazon right now. The donated books have been distributed to 16 Chicago public schools. The full list is on my blog at chicagonow.com/LaShock.
I needed to sit next to him in high school, see?
I know. Amazing kids.
Yeah,
okay,
cool.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus.